the Citroen Value Challenge. It's over to you now.
The Indian summer has arrived, where cricket is a burning passion.
This summer, India take on England in a potentially explosive confrontation. Channel 4 brings you exclusive live coverage of all 4 matches in this cricketing showdown. Confidence is high in both teams and a spectacular battle seems certain. Join Richie Benno and me, Mark Nicholas, for all the action and the analysis. The Indian Summer starts Thursday, the 25th of July, live from Lord's on Channel 4.
Channel 4 का Indian summer जरूर देखिएगा.
Following the quiz zone today, Richard Whiteley pops up again at 5 o'clock searching for a place in the sun. Then at 5:25, a couple are looking for a home big enough to house a giant work of art in location, location, location. First on 4 daytime, though, still life with these guys.
A family of gorillas. That's today's watercolour challenge. Hello and welcome to the Durrell Wildlife Conservation Trust in Jersey. This zoo is home to some of the world's most endangered species, like these Andean bears. They're bred here in an effort to save them from extinction. The zoo is a source of pleasure for all animal lovers, and I hope it's going to give as much pleasure to our 3 artists today. They'll be painting some of the zoo's favourites, the lowland gorillas, who'll be spending their day doing what gorillas do best, lounging about and eating. Sometimes in view of the artists, and sometimes rather annoyingly, out of sight. So we've given the artists a chance to get to know the gorillas first and to jot down some preliminary drawings in their sketchbooks. When Darius Rowland was training to become an airline pilot, he used to paint local Guernsey scenes and sell them to supplement his student income. Now he's a qualified pilot, but he's still deploying his brushes regularly. Margaret Colignoli trained to be a photographer and ran her own portrait studio on Guernsey until she retired. But will she be able to capture a likeness of the gorillas without her camera? Tony Lloyd moved to Jersey in 1966 and ran a drain cleaning business until he retired. He and his wife fostered 27 children over the years. He's found painting in watercolour a great way to relax. Good morning.
Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning,
morning Hannah.
Wonderful day. Lovely day. Terrific. Now, I believe we have a bit of a local derby here today. 2 Guernsey versus...
1 Jersey.
1 Jersey, indeed. So, Tony,
Yes.
I don't want to make you nervous, but the entire island of Jersey is pinning its hopes on you today. Is that all right by you?
Big, tall order. Tall order.
We have every confidence in all of you.
Thank you.
4 hours to get perfect likenesses of all the animals. Okay, everybody?
Absolutely.
See you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I've done some initial sketches of the gorillas. It's difficult as it is to capture them before they run away. However, I think I've managed to get an idea of the structure of them. They're sort of basically human, but slightly malformed, so it certainly is a bit of a challenge today with the elusive gorillas. I've got some ideas of the composition. I think a vertical format probably works best, because I've also seen some very interesting plants and trees that I want to incorporate into the picture, which aren't actually in the shot, but I think they'll actually make for a good shot. The thing that struck me is when the gorillas came out into full sunlight is the silverback, part of the gorilla really shows out much lighter than I thought it would, which I've been trying to incorporate here. I'll probably do it to greater effect when I actually come to do the finished article, but I think all the spade work that I do now could save me a lot of time later on.
Well, I was a bit worried about it at first, but I'm beginning to get an idea of what I'm going to do, and planning it out at the moment, except that the light's going to change as the day goes on. But if I get my darks in now, I'll get an idea where everything's going and what's going to be dark as the sun goes round. I would have preferred it if it had been something that was still, but it's a challenge. I shall do my best.
It is a challenge. It's nice to be led to a spot you wouldn't normally choose yourself. I don't mind them moving, it's when they disappear that's the problem. It's a very well-disciplined challenge, really. I just hope I can complete what I've got in my mind, if that makes sense.
Hazel Soane, our art expert, spends half her life in Africa painting wildlife. So, have you ever tackled a gorilla?
Not a gorilla. No, I mostly paint in southern Africa, where there are no gorillas. I paint antelope, zebra, giraffe, elephants. Their challenge today is that these animals move a lot more than lots of animals I've painted in the wild, I have to confess. Elephants are much more staid. They plonk around much more. These animals are moving so fast. So I think that they're going to have to use quite loose brushstrokes to create the forms of the creatures, to bring them into their composition, as I've done with these elephants, and maybe add any detail later if the animals settle down.
We'll ask them to give them a big lunch. That will be all right. Okay, thanks, Hazel. These are western lowland gorillas. In the wild, they're found in equatorial Africa, but their numbers are falling rapidly. King of the compound is Yakwanza. He has the distinction of being the first gorilla to be conceived by artificial insemination. He's attended by 3 females, Helala Kahili, Sakina, and Kishka. Mapima is the baby of the group. He's a chip off the old block and is learning fast from his father. A new female has recently arrived from Melbourne Zoo. Her name is Bahasha. At the moment, she's living inside for most of the time, but she's met the other girls and Mapima. The keepers are hoping to introduce her to Yakwanza soon. Compared to the wild, the gorillas live a life of luxury here, with plenty of juicy tidbits and 4 square meals a day from organic food grown on the zoo's own farm. Hello, Darius.
Oh, hi, Hannah.
Gorilla test.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's great.
It is, and you've got believable gorillas, which is, I say, an art in itself, because they were moving so much. I don't know how you managed.
Oh, no.
You probably thought of us passengers.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. Well, don't tell them that. No, I was lucky. I had one very vain gorilla sitting just down in the corner there and posed nicely for just enough time to...
Well, it's paid off, because there's a lovely relationship between them.
And they're lovely and bold. I mean, you've really sort of gone for it. Well, I think that's coming on really well.
It's coming on very well. Now, just speak to me about the tones you do. I see you've masked this out, so that's great.
The idea here is the sketch that I did here of this fan palm down there is actually really bright colours. So this will be sort of washes, small washes in the highlights, leaving some bits of white, obviously, but going from sort of cadmium red to lemon yellow, really, you know, and every shade in between, and also bits of blue and
Good,
really...
that's what I was going to say was I just
That's what
don't,
you wanted to
don't let
hear.
it lose colour and don't let it lose taste.
I want,
so I'm
no, I
happy.
want it really to... Oh, good. Anything else that...
No, if Hazel's happy, that's all you need.
Right, OK, thanks.
Here we are, Margaret.
Oh, another nice composition.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
love this triangle.
Well, that's what I was trying
Very
for.
pleasing,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a nice relationship.
Are you enjoying?
I'm enjoying
Painting
it.
them.
I'm a bit worried about the painting of the gorillas because they keep moving.
I know, they're
But,
jolly annoying like that.
I'm hoping.
I want to know whether you're regarding them as portraits, you know, having been a portrait
Oh,
photographer.
no, because I can't see their faces for long enough to get any detail.
No, I suppose not.
So you just have to get the feeling of them,
Yes,
really,
yeah.
which I
Can't
hope.
sit them down in front of
No,
You're going to have to watch they don't get stiff, because that's going to be your only danger, isn't it? That you'll
Yes.
go, and your lovely fluid way of painting watercolour, just let it go into these.
Let
I
it
think
go.
you can let some of this colour go into them. They're
Into
darker
them.
than all
That's
of that.
right, they're
Let it go
very
in
dark.
now.
But it's a lovely, strong composition, isn't it? It's very
Stunning.
positive. It's really good. Thank you,
right,
Margaret.
thank you. Thanks.
Hello, Tony. How are you getting on?
Very
Oh,
well.
Very well,
yeah,
so far.
really good.
It's got a lovely, lively feel. I love the brush strokes. I love the family feel of the gorillas.
Well, he's used to families. He's looked after, he and his wife, over 20 children, all at different times, I know.
I
but-
know, yes. Yeah,
So that's the
but-
family feel.
yeah.
Any painters among them?
Not one, I'm afraid, no,
Oh,
no.
it's all down to you then. There we
I
go.
love the composition you've chosen through the trees here.
This is a very interesting piece, that branch there. This I've got to really, I hope the sun comes out because there's a big shadow comes down here when it shines. And I think I've got to capture more shadow in that area to push him forward.
Yeah, it's a lovely composition because when you look, you keep on going through and through and through. There's a lovely sort of mystery about it.
Are you worried that you might lose the lovely dance of life in it and go fiddly or bitty? Is there any kind of fear of that, or are you quite confident that...
No, I'm always frightened of that. Always frightened of that.
I don't think you'll ever work this. It's got a lovely
Yeah,
feel. And
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Keep stepping
Keep-
back from it.
Yeah, well, yes, I take your point there. I should stand back more.
We should all do that in life. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you.
Will Darius keep the sense of colour and tone in his bold composition? Margaret's spatial relationship is good, but can she prevent her gorillas from becoming too stiff? Tony has caught the feeling of family in his painting, but is it in danger of becoming too bitty? If you're a gorilla, there's lots of time to sit about, enjoy yourself. Not if you're a watercolourist on Watercolour Challenge. Darius, Margaret and Tony have got a lot to do in the next 2 hours. See you after the break.
Switch!
Drop it, come on, drop it.
Is your dog as fit as a butcher's dog?
A new bed can give you the energy you need to get up to whatever you feel like. So get up and go, go, go to buy a new bed where you see this sign.
You, sir, have got yourself a nodding, talking, financially rewarded living dog.
You what? A caring, sharing, vehicular, protecting living dog?
That's right. And to clarify, all you've got to do is ring me.
I'll log on to you.
And I'm your lifelong pal.
So everyone can have a
nodding, talking, gratifying
living dog.
living dog.
See how much you could save on your car insurance. Talk to Churchill now on 0800 200 300.
Here's a corking offer. Book any 5-day or standard return car ticket and get 6 bottles of wine free.
This range of mobility products have one thing in common. They're all available from the Mobility Company, with interest-free credit, 3 years to pay, and there's no deposit required. For instance, you can have this stairlift now for as little as £49 a month. This offer is also available on rise and recline chairs, adjustable beds, scooters, and powered wheelchairs.
If you could benefit from any of these products, don't wait any longer. With no deposit to pay and 3 years interest-free credit, there's no need to wait. Call the Mobility Company now on 0800 328 8890 for a free quotation. That's 0800 328 8890. Call now.
Punters having to ignore all the form shown on fast ground earlier in the season. Already 2 outsiders have been buzzing in.
Buxton, preserving Britain's purity.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Yes. Transform sunrise and reload the Lynx effect in a shower gel.
Look at that.
What's that?
It's your little brother. And look, you can see everything, even his heart.
So you have 2 hearts beating inside you?
That's right.
So Mum needs to keep looking after us.
How?
Oh, little things.
Little things like bite-sized shredded wheat, made from whole grain, could help keep your heart healthy.
How did he get there?
Love your heart with bite-sized shredded wheat. And if you like honey and nuts, why not try deliciously Moorish honey nut shredded wheat? It could help keep your heart healthy.
You may be facing your 30s, but your skin doesn't have to.
New L'Oreal Visible Results, the first daily skin-perfecting moisturizer.
I see my skin transformed in just 8 days.
With Activacell and SPF 15, designed to activate skin repair.
Day 1, smoother skin. 5 days later, pores start to refine. Day 8, fine lines and wrinkles appear reduced. See new skin in just 8 days.
Visible Results, new from L'Oreal Paris.
A visible breakthrough, because you're worth it.
Welcome back to Jersey Zoo. Well, I've had time to meet some of the other residents. This is Dagu. And do you know he had never even met another orangutan until 3 years ago when he arrived here. Well, now he's got a mate, Mawa, and a son, Jiwa. I wonder how our painters are getting on with their gorilla family.
I thought Hazel's comments were very valid. She mentioned that I need to strengthen the foreground. That was always actually in my mind. To bring this colour out here, I've had to darken the background, you know, behind, which also brings the whole lot forward. So I'm hoping to get quite a good three-dimensional effect with it. But,
It's all a matter of getting the light side, because the light's moved since this morning. No, it's coming in this way, whereas this morning it was coming in that way. So that makes a bit of a difference.
When Hazel came round, she told me to do the obvious, and that's stand back and look at it. Yes, you should stand back and look at it, and I haven't done. That's very true.
One of the main problems when painting animals is to get them to stay still. You had that problem this morning, I think, didn't you, Hazel?
Yes, I spent a while trying to paint the females, and they move all the time.
So what do you do?
Well, I found their faces the most expressive, so I decided to concentrate on the faces. And loading my brush with lots of wet watercolour, I was able to capture the structure, just the main lights and darks. You can't try and be too clever, you can't try and get too much. Do you want me to show you how quickly you can actually achieve something like that?
Yes, please.
Minimum colours,
right.
So I'm just using ultramarine blue and sepia. Start with the profile. If you can get the profile in, you've got a lot of the work done already. You see how heavy that lovely brow over the eyes and then coming down.
It's the most distinctive thing, isn't it, that great?
It certainly is. It's what tells you it's a gorilla, isn't it? And then coming in under the little mouth there.
Yep.
Then catch the back of the head. So you've basically you've got the profile with paint on one side and then the back of the head on the other side. You've already got the main shape of the head. Then you can come in more specifically, the darkness across the brow at the top. There's a lovely sort of hairline to the gorilla, isn't there? And then these heavy eyes under the brows, which are, again, so distinctive.
Yes.
And then the nostrils, I think they're the other thing that completely identify the characters. And then the lovely mouth, it seems to me to be smiling most of the time. And if you just use two colours, you really can keep the whole thing very simple. There's a lovely line of darkness that comes round the nostrils that really helps create that shape under the cheekbone. And then it comes into the mouth, and they seem to be smiling all the time, these gorillas. Smiling at us, I expect, thinking, why is she painting these things? And then this lovely, heavy, heavy body. Oh, and of course, being wet in wet's perfect for their hairy bodies. And then just lightly, just drag out from the bottom of the wash the little line, the sort of character above the lip. There's lots of sort of lines and things just coming out between the eyebrows. And already you've actually caught the face and the character, one character, really fast. And that feels a little bit like one of the female gorillas.
I think it's very like one of the female gorillas. Well done.
This is the crucial stage. It's a case of how dark to actually put these gorillas against the background. Quite like the effect I got with the silverback gorilla. They are actually quite blue in the sun, which is surprising. They've got a few other coloured highlights in there. I'm not going to try and do every detail of the face, because I think that with watercolours, it's only supposed to be an impression of the day, really, as much as anything. Try to capture the atmosphere of it.
It's the important part of the painting, really, isn't it? The gorillas, and just getting the darks dark enough. All that greenery in the foreground is quite exciting, really. But it mustn't overshadow the gorillas, the main subject.
I feel that I've got a reasonable interpretation of what's in front of me, a bit exaggerated in depth, almost as though I'm looking through binoculars at it. But I think that had to be, because I don't think I could have included the spread and got that nice little central composition there.
The zoo was founded in 1959 by Gerald Durrell, the author and conservationist. He realised that animals would have to be bred in captivity to save them from extinction. I got to know Jerry very well when I played his mother in the television series My Family and Other Animals, based on his book. And his widow, Lee, has become a great friend too. She and Jerry were drawn together by a commitment to saving endangered species. In particular, one of her great favourites, the lemurs of Madagascar.
There are about 30 different kinds of lemurs, but that's after human beings have been on the island for 1,500 years. There used to be about 60 different kinds. And some of them are very, very highly endangered indeed. You know, just a few hundreds individuals now.
Yeah. Now, the work that Jerry started and you both continued, that's an ongoing project, isn't it? I mean, nothing's stopped. In fact, it's going from strength to strength.
In fact, it's not stopped at all, but we're expanding. We train people from the different countries where the animals come from. We train here in Jersey at the zoo and go back to their home countries to put into practice the training that they get here. So we've had more than 1,000 people from more than 100 countries. And that's something that Jerry was really very, very proud of.
Well, I think Jerry's mother would have been very proud of the work that he started and that you're all continuing.
I'm sure she would.
Well, I'm starting to fiddle with the little brush, so I think it's time to finish, yep. Yep, that's definitely it. I'm not going to do any more, probably end up spoiling it.
Now then, would anybody like to stop painting?
I would.
Yes. You would? Yeah. Why? Have you all had enough time?
Yes.
Well, that's really good news, because I was going to have to say you had to stop painting. Now I don't have to. But I would like Hazel, who's dying to see these paintings, to come and join me.
It's so lovely to see them finished. I love the actual characters of the gorillas. They've really got a solidity. They feel like that big fellow.
Right.
I would have loved to have seen some of this darkness come in under this tree trunk and possibly across that tree trunk. I just feel that they're separate from the landscape.
Yeah, I was starting to fiddle with it and I couldn't see where I could improve. I knew there was something that didn't quite harmonise, but...
Do you ever get up and sort of move back and look at something from a distance?
Probably not as frequently as I should.
No, I don't know. Some people do, some people don't.
Or bring a little mirror that you can hold and look at it in the mirror, and then it surprises you with seeing it new.
Oh, I see.
It's a very good way.
Oh, right.
He's lovely, though, isn't he? The way he does really a wonderful stance that they take. And that's come off very well, too,
yes.
hasn't it?
Yes, the colour in the foreground. Yeah, you've done that beautifully.
Here we are, Margaret.
Oh, you know what most appeals to me about this is that I almost feel that I could go out into any Channel Island landscape and find these characters there. They so belong to the setting.
It's a smashing composition, isn't it?
And funnily enough, even though they have these sort of tubular limbs, because they reflect these, there's something, something cubist about it.
Yes.
Thank you, Margaret. Thanks.
And then Tony.
You never lost that light touch. Well done. That was quite an achievement.
I love it because you've taken us right into the painting. You forget that, you're sitting in front of something and looking at it. It's like you've actually joined them there. And I think those little ones, they really look like babies, don't they? Not just because they're small, they've got that sort of chubby feel
I think if I'd done it on the horizontal, it wouldn't have worked as well.
No.
I agree. And I like Hannah, when you said join them there, because I feel it feels very sociable.
Yeah.
It feels inviting.
Yes.
I wish that, in a way, you had strengthened the foreground so we went through a little bit more in distance.
I've been looking at that quite a lot, and I think if it were framed, it would have to be a sort of update here-ish.
Yeah, actually, that might work to crop off the bottom.
Thanks,
Thank you.
You've got a difficult job. So, which artist will go forward to the Southwest Regional Final? Darius has captured the strength of the gorillas with good foreground colour. Margaret has achieved the perfect Jersey setting for her almost cubist gorillas. And Tony's light touch invites us into his relaxed family group. Well, it's been a very, very special day for me today, being back at the Darrell Zoo and, of course, renewing my acquaintance with my friend Lee. And I think it's been a pretty special day for all of you too, judging from the work that's been produced today. I know that Hazel agrees with that, but I have here Winsor & Newton artists' watercolours, and they can only be given to one person, and Hazel will now tell us who that is.
Yes, as usual, it's difficult. I like very much the realism of Darius's. I like very much the strength of Margaret's, and I like very much the light touch of Tony's. How did I make a decision? I think that the one I'm going to choose is the one that, for me, most encapsulates the atmosphere of this lovely place. So, it's Tony.
You're joking.
All that and a strawberry tart. And nobody goes away empty-handed. Congratulations, Margaret. Darius, for you.
I wanted to do that for years.
That's all from the Darrell Zoo today. Next, you'll find us at Gorey Castle, where more watercolourists take up their brushes. See you then. Goodbye.
And that's tomorrow at 3:15. And the Watercolour Challenge book, a practical painting course, is available, priced £20. To order, just call 0870 123 4344 or click on to channel4.com/shop. Coming up next here on 4, it's 15 to 1.
A year ago, Peter Falconio and Joanne Lees were attacked in Australia's outback. Peter was never found.
People disappear from here without a trace.
Everyone thought it was the girl who set it all up. No one doubts me.
Cutting Edge investigates the trials of Joanne Lees, Thursday at 9 on 4.
Yes. Oh.